Hey guys, welcome back to Team Performance TV. Today we're going to do a tool tour on the basic tools that every tech should have. This is my shop away from the shop. You'll get to see everything that you basically need to do basic maintenance on any kind of car, vehicle, house even. Stay tuned. So the first thing we're going to start off with is my scan tool. This is a Foxwell 809 BT, I think it is. So, got a little wireless dongle. This is Android based. It works great. It does the bi-directional features that you need. A new car these days, you need a scan tool to do rear brakes to send in the caliper. If you don't have a good scan tool, you're not going to get a lot of stuff done these days. This is the first drawer, all my sockets. It's a Blue Point general service set. It's got 3/8 and 1/4 inch drive, shallows and deeps. Comes with 3/8, 1/4 inch drive. It's got a breaker bar, a little screwdriver for the bits, extensions, and some hex and Allens, and spark plug sockets. And then the next drawer. This looks like chaos, but it's not. I have my wrenches there. These are gear wrench, ratcheting wrenches. They're metric. I have a metric measuring tape because rotors and a lot of things are measured in centimeters, millimeters instead of inches. I have some tire tools, a knife, more Allen and hex. Drawer with those. Then these are my screwdrivers. I have a lot of Craftsman. Invest in a good set of screwdrivers. If you use the Harbor Freight stuff like this, you're gonna bust your knuckles. Don't buy that garbage. These are pry bars we used when we were doing headlights. Next drawer I have all the pliers that we use. I have some cobalt locking pliers, channel locks, wire cutters, strippers. This is a really good wire stripper and cutter. It's from Southwire. I got this in Home Depot. It works better than the Snap-on one, I feel, and it's a lot lighter and like a fraction of the price. Next is I got a pick set. This is by Gear Wrench. You always need a good pick. You never know when you end up in a situation where you gotta reach for something or get something out of something. Then I have this pliers set. It's more of a precision set. That's brand new, I haven't used it. And then for all the Volkswagen Euro guys, some Toyotas also use this XZN sockets or triple square. You're gonna need a set of that. That drawer. This drawer. Oh, and for Volkswagen guys, you're gonna need a socket. This spreads open the spindle to get the strut out if you need to change struts on a Volkswagen. You'll be like beating the hell out of the spindle if you don't have that tool. Next, we have this is an impact driver to get those screws out of like rotors and stuff. If you don't have something like this, those screws get rounded real easy and then you'll be drilling them out. This prevents that. You give it a little tap, it takes the screw out for you. No problems. Then this is a 4-in-1 brake caliper press. These do like the Brembos, the 4-piston, 6-pistons, because you gotta press both in at the same time. So the regular caliper press won't do it. You'll be sending one side in at a time, and you'll be there forever. So you need something like this. It's a ratcheting too. And then I have a fancy Snap-on, basically it's a test light, circuit tester. This is made of really good quality stuff. It tells you voltage, you can check for ground, power, the usual stuff. It's better than a $10 test light, I'll tell you that much. And this is an oil filter canister socket set. It's for those Euros again that have cartridge filters. They have these big nuts on top of it that you have to wrench off. They're funny sizes, so that's a set of that. Also from Gear Wrench. I have a lot of Gear Wrench stuff because it is cheaper than Snap-on, and I'm not doing that much work that I need to buy Snap-on. This is the other oil filter wrench for the spin-ons, and a single caliper press. That works great too. Those things are simple. Then this, you need, if you're a Euro guy, you need this. This is the holy grail of sockets. All hex, Allen, tamper-proof Torx, inverted Torx. You need a good complete set like this to work on Euros, because almost every bolt is Torx. It's stupid. All the Euro stuff you need extra tools for. It's annoying. And I got some rags, another tape. This is another chaos drawer. It's my hammers. I have a oscilloscope multimeter in this box. I use this when I'm tuning audio and stuff. Sometimes you need to see the wavelength just to make sure it's not clipping. I got a saw. I even have wrap tools. I do strikes and stuff. Tires, plugs. My neighbors end up with flats sometimes. I help them out. Now we go to the other side. These are wobble extensions. I'll show you what I mean. When you have to get into a tight corner, these help. This is what I mean. You put them in and you can move around. The regular straight extension won't let you do this because sometimes you have to reach in a tight spot and you have to be at an angle. It definitely helps. So I have that in 3/8 and 1/4 inch because you never know. I got some wires, some hose clamps, tape, more hose clamps. Then I have this drawer. These are all my panel popper tools. They all come in a kit, so when I go to a car, I just grab the kit and go. If you're doing any kind of interior work, you want to use plastic pieces because you don't want to damage any of the plastics in the car. It's better these tools get damaged than customer's car. Even your own car, you don't want to get you don't want to look at digs and scratches on your interior. More tape. This is a OBD scan tool that connects to your phone. If I don't have my scan tool with me, this also does the job. It does basic stuff, codes, not much data. This is the junk drawer. You always need fuses. Always invest in some good fuses. So this is like basic fuses, the normal size that the older cars have. But the newer cars, like Toyotas and stuff, they use these micro fuses. So this is a set of the 3 different types of fuses you'll find in the newer cars. Fuses blow all the time. It's good to have fuses here. Then we got RCA cables, the audio, some HID bulbs, clamps when you're doing headlights, glue, my $10 test light. So it's in the junk drawer. Then this is the hardware drawer. I have gloves, wire cutters, paint spouts, sandpaper, my garbage. It's all my car wash stuff. This is the IK foamer. You've seen that in multiple of my videos. Car wash soap, the foam cannon. So when I buy electric tools, I buy good stuff because the Harbor Freight electric tools, the batteries die real quick, and then you end up with garbage. So everything I buy electric is Milwaukee. I know Angel's watching this video from Angel's DIY and he's laughing at me. Yes, I buy everything Milwaukee, you can laugh. This is a 3/8 ratchet because sometimes you get lazy, and why not? You've seen this on Tool Time with Sam too, I believe. This and the stubby. Both of these were on Tool Time with Sam. The stubby impact works well. It gets you into tight spaces where the bigger impact can't work. And it's got 250 foot-pounds of torque. You really don't need much more than that for automotive stuff. Sometimes wheels get loose, but that's what you have the bigger gun for. This is what Angel would really laugh at me at, because this is a Milwaukee soldering iron. It heats up in 19 seconds. Yes, I needed to heat up in 19 seconds. He'll say, you don't need something to heat up so fast. Well, I do. Shout out to Angel's DIY channel. Check his videos out over here. Angel, you should do a tool tour as well. You have 10 times as many tools as I do. Let's put this away. Next one, this I use more inside the house. It's a electric screwdriver, pretty much. So you're hanging pictures, even sheetrock we were doing with this. That works really well. You still got batteries for days. That's the one thing about being in the Milwaukee ecosystem. One battery fits a multitude of tools. This is the M18 heat gun. When you're doing heat shrink or any kind of wrapping jobs, you need a good heat gun. This also works well if you're underneath the dash because you don't have to walk with a wire, and it's very compact. It's not too heavy, but you know, the M18 battery gets heavy. I have the 1/2-inch impact. This has like 900 foot-pounds breakaway torque. It's a lot more powerful than a snap-on one, and it was cheaper. I got this along with the 3/8 impact. They were on sale on Tooltopia for like 600 bucks, but I think now it's like closer to 900, thanks inflation. So I got some fluids. I got the extractor fluid from Adams, some antifreeze, washer fluid, just in case anybody ever needs anything. Now this also might look like chaos, but everything's organized. I have the detailer stuff, glass cleaners, car wash, waxes, tire shine. All that's, you know, money well spent. I use every single one of these things, you'll see. And then I have my drying towels. You've seen me use this, the waterless car wash, if you're in a pinch. This works really well. Sam has also showed you that. This is a container full of all my soldering accessories. So this is my impact socket set. It's got shallows and deeps, and it's got a U-joint. It goes from 9 to 30 for some reason. I don't know why you need a 9mm impact, but if I ever run into a situation, I have a socket. It's my Sonix. It works well. You don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on sockets that, you know, especially when I'm not doing that much work here. So this is my gear wrench torque wrench. When you put wheels on, you need to torque the wheels afterwards. Ugga from the impact gun is not a unit of measurement. You can over tighten wheels and strip studs. The electric gun, sometimes if the battery is low, it will under tighten them and they'll be loose and you get a wheel falling off. You definitely don't need that. I got a breaker bar just in case. And then I have these Craftsman wheel sockets. When you're putting wheels on, these sockets have a plastic liner around it so you don't scratch the wheel, and the walls are thinner so it fits better than the bigger impact sockets. The last thing you want to do is scratch somebody's expensive wheel. I don't know if you've seen the prices of wheels lately, but it's ridiculous. Then under here I have the torque and the rotary polisher. They're both there for my detail stuff. And speaking of detail, this is my Chemical Guys bag of tools. I have pads for the Torque X. These are applicators for ceramics, applicators for wax. What else is in here? This stuff works better than the Rain-X. Definitely invest in a bottle of this. When you put it on, it lasts for like 6 months. Definitely better. What else I got here? Brushes, more brushes, brushes. This takes out animal hair from carpet. I got this on Amazon. Definitely worth the buy. And the infamous socks are here. These are clean socks. I just use them for, you know, detailing supply stuff. Make fun of me with the socks. It works. This is a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh racing jack. This works with a lot of lower cars. It's like 300 bucks for this jack, but it's definitely worth the money. It's light. I'm not doing any heavy lifting, so this works out great for me. And I have the jack stands to go with it. I had to get a matching set because I have OCD. And you know, it does the job. If you're just a DIY guy, this will be more than enough than what you need. I also have this padded creeper because nobody likes lying down on the floor. This is also from Harbor Freight. I don't have a need for a wheeled creeper, but that works well. Then there's a snow blower that I never used because I bought it after it snowed, and since then it hasn't snowed. I have some lights, some brushes, a squeegee that I never used because I'm not a fan of squeegees. I got it in a set. This is the pressure washer that I use. It's a Ryobi 2300 electric brushless. It makes a little bit of noise, but it does work. It works really well, honestly. And it wasn't too expensive like the gasoline powered ones. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. On to the next one.
When you got me, you got me, you got me feeling right. You got me.